Hey everybody, how's it going? We're gonna be doing some Loop Hero today. Really early stream. I was just craving doing some loops and thought I would do it, so I don't know who from the usual crowd will be able to show up, but hey, why not? We'll do a late afternoon stream as opposed to my usual, what is it, like 11:30 p.m. Average stream starting time. And I was thinking about doing the dyslexia-friendly fonts, maybe. Sold like 150,000 copies. Loop Hero, yeah. Loop Hero really blew up, which I knew was going to be a decently popular game. Like, it just has a really good hook, really appealing visuals, since Devolver Digital, who always like kills it on marketing. Very strong brand. So I'm not totally surprised that it's a success, but it's more successful than I thought it would be, which is awesome. Really cool. I was about to go to sleep, but oh well, not anymore. Now you gotta stay up for the whole stream. Not allowed to miss any of it. Let's do dyslexia fonts today. Dyslexia fonts. Dyslexia-friendly fonts, rather. So yeah, this screen probably looks a little different since the last stream. I'm not gonna lie, I did a couple loops off stream, but I promise I did not beat the first boss. I deliberately escaped any loop, any set of loops before doing so. I just wanted to unlock a couple more cards. I'd get home from work really late and be like, you know, I'm craving a couple loops, but not enough to do a full stream out of it. So I decided to just do a couple loops off stream. Just, you know, estamos loopamos, you know? What if the dyslexia fonts were just like the colorblind modes in some games where it just makes you look like you're colorblind? Right. Like dyslexia mode just switches the internal letters around but keeps the end cap letters normal. Also, you ever have the sunlight hit your monitor at just the right angle that it becomes the most disgusting piece of trash you've ever seen in your life? Because right now I'm experiencing that with my monitor and I'm super embarrassed. Even though no one can see it. In fact, you would have never known if I hadn't pointed it out. But that's happening right now, and it's really disgusting. I just want to end the stream and clean my monitor instead. I'm glad I'm not alone in that. You can hear me okay over the game, and you can hear the game okay. Is that right? More than I'd like to admit. So here's what we've built since the last stream. Man, I can't remember what I did on stream and off stream, which is horrible. But we unlocked the rogue on stream. I remember doing that. I unlocked the smithy and the gymnasium off stream, maybe. No, the gym was on stream too, because I remember we had villages. Maybe it was just the smithy. Unlocks the ability craft unlocks the wheat field card. I think that's what I want to aim for next. And let's just do the warrior to start. Heals 4% of HP plus 2 each loop up to 3 potions. We'll do warrior. And for our deck, you know, chrono crystals, Captain and I were talking on the Discord about them, how they're kind of not great because there's not a lot of good targets for them pretty much other than meadows. It's like the only real target early on for them. Oh, I do have wheat fields. What? I thought I didn't unlock them yet. I'm confused. Unlocks the wheat fields card, but I haven't unlocked this building yet. Oh, can you just build additional farms? Can you just build... Yeah, it says 1 here. So I guess you could just build multiple farms, which is pretty nuts. Okay, anyway. As I was saying, the chrono crystals are apparently not good because the only really good target you'd want to hit is the meadow. But at the same time, if you build a lot of meadows along the roadsides with treasuries, you can kind of double the number of meadows you're getting. Are you really relying on meadows that much for HP regen, though, is the question, especially now that we have wheat fields, which will give us some extra healing. Healing in adjacent villages spawns a scarecrow every 4 days. Yeah, but just how horribly restrictive they are. The fact you can only build them next to roads is pretty awful. Man, we should do like a super slim deck. I really like the Swamp Vampire Mansion combo, where swamps cause healing effects to be lethal, and then the vampire, it like inverts the vampire's healing. That's really cool. I'm thinking I might fuck with road lanterns, maybe? I turned them off for a while. We could turn the Blood Grove back on, I suppose. Especially against the boss, that's probably very much worth it. I was just thinking, if I was to do a really slim deck, what would be my remaining cards? Like a bare minimum would be turning this off. I really like Vampire Mansion. I like Battlefield. No, you need to have... Okay. Do you even need Meadows that badly? Oh, you have to have Meadows. Never mind. I guess, like, a minimum deck number. If I was not concerned for the meta progression, it would probably be that. Man, cutting one of these is hard. I guess cutting a wheat field. That would be like the minimum deck number. Minimum deck size. I'm not going to do that. I might try it some other time. We'll do... Wheat is really good, but I hate when I get loads of them and no towns. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's horrible. I didn't even think of that. But I mean, yeah. It could clog up your hands, I guess. Okay, I think... Oh, and Treasury, of course. I think that's pretty good. Slightly under the max. I'm not totally convinced the 15% is worth it. In which case, we could just turn off Grove and Blood Grove and just rely on, like, skeletons, cemeteries. Let's turn it on for now, though. I think that's a good build. Oh, and I want wheat fields. That brings us up to the max completely. Oblivion is a must. Yeah, I'm realizing that. I beat the Lich on my first play session yesterday. How long did it take you? I think when I played the demo, before I reset my save, I beat the Lich in like 3 hours? 4 hours? Alright, let's just play. I'm sure, man, some people probably just sit around like, KY, what are you doing, bro? Start the game. Some items. Defense, max HP, damage 3 to 5. We do want rocks early on. I think our 3x3, let's put it up here. I never do it on the right side, I always do it on the left. And we can get our first cemetery. We could even put it pretty late in the route, because I don't know if 3 days will pass by then, but maybe. We could put it here to build a Blood Grove in the middle. Or here, get our first skeletons on level 1. Sure. Why not? I think I overthink a lot of my placements. Even still. Not used to the non-pixel text. It's weird, isn't it? Early treasury, thank goodness. Let's place it. There's no reason not to just place them, right? In the corner, because it preserves the area around it. I will just build the meadows on these sides so that we can potentially share a border with another treasury. I've ever read the poem The Road Less Traveled by Robert Frost in like 10th grade or whatever. Definitely. Alright, gotta let my cat out. Hang on. Why do you ask? Hey Mark, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going, everybody? Welcome in, good to see you again. I was just in Mark's chat, so it's funny when they come on over after that, because it's like, hey, you're back. 87? Strict downgrade. I'll take the defense. Thank you for the raid, though. Really appreciate it. Okay, so we got our first grove, which I want to... If I'm going to do a stretch of skeletons, like here, I want to put the grove in a place where the rat wolves won't wander over to the skeleton graveyard. So the furthest spot back would be right here. Right. If my logic is cromulent. Hearing that poem name gives me high school PTSD. Yeah, the road less traveled. Reading Chaucer, man. Redeemed cat cam 5000. I just let my cat out. All right, Steve. When Harvey comes back, though, I'll get you a cat cam. We got, what is that? Another cemetery? I almost knocked over my coffee. That was terrifying. Oh, let's go. 10 to 16, 4 damage to all, regen and evasion. Love to see that. Better defense by 1. We'll just wait and let it redeem. Magic damage 2, defense 2. What's our defense right now? 5? I would like to have just some more DPS, some more DPS. Again, not significant enough to really equip yet, though. We do have our Blood Grove. Wow, it was really early. Yeah, like, it's funny because of all of the talk of the book 1984, like, from, you know, the conservative side, like the far right, and alt-right. But when I think of 1984, the only thing I think of is 10th grade English. Cemetery. Wheat fields are useless. Chow. What do we got here? Ooh, defense 9. See, that's what... That is worth equipping immediately. Also, I forget if I mentioned this or not, but I refunded a bunch of channel points to people because I finally found the queue where you can either approve or refund channel points. So I saw everyone's cat cam refund or requests, and I didn't know which ones I had done or which ones I deferred and was unable to do, if that makes sense. So since I couldn't remember, I just refunded all of the redemptions toward cat cam. So enjoy your channel point stimulus bonus. That's a big fat double. I'll take that. 170. 7, yeah, it's just bad. A lot of bad. The only book I can even remember reading in 10th grade was Of Mice and Men. I remember that too. I definitely read Of Mice and Men. Man, if anyone has input on this, is there an optimal placement for Village? Because I know you get a heal out of it. And Wheatfields will bolster that heal, which makes me think I should put it late. I can always just refund this cat cam. I'll redeem another one later. I mean, usually the way I do it is when you redeem cat cam, you do so under the pretense that my cat, being the fickle boy that he is, will not necessarily be in the room at that moment. So as soon as he comes back in, I can redeem it. But if I don't get to it by the end of the stream, I promise I will refund. Try to put villages between painful stretches of roads. Okay, so like this would be a good village spot, assuming I put enemies here, is what you're saying. So let's do village and wheat fields like that. I'm wondering if doing 2 wheat fields is a trap, because if scarecrows are really hard to fight, then yeah. Yeah, I know it's not ideal because I'm not getting the blooming meadows, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna leave the bottom open for the next treasury. Scarecrows can be pretty difficult. I'm guessing the 2 wheat fields is a trap. That, or it could limit the monsters on one side of the wheat fields with a road beacon or whatever, but it would probably be bad too. Or it'd probably cost a lot of beacons to make that worth it. Just don't want to bother him for no reason. Oh, I mean, my cat's always bothered when you pick him up. If I was leaving the room to go get him, man, he'd be pissed. 10% evasion over 2 defense. Oh, I have 11 defense. I could certainly sack that. Sack 2 defense for some evasion. Very much worth it. Okay. Oh, and another rock. Alright, first quest monster. What else do I think of? I read a book called, And Then There Was None. I actually really liked it. It was, An Agatha Christie murder mystery. Level 4. 1.2 regen. It's pretty good. 5 defense is really good too. Yeah, equip that. 4 is a big number. Oh, sorry. So this Blood Grove is making it so every enemy around that tile dies at 15% HP as opposed to 0% HP. So that's what's going on there. And then I guess we could place a Blood Grove here trying to make the scarecrows weaker. My concern with that is if a rat wolf wanders over to a wheat field, that could be a problem. You don't have to deal with 2, you should be fine. On the other hand, I usually try to build one for the boss, so we could do that too. Let's put one here. Never read the book, but we watched the 1945 film adaptation of And Then There Were None. Huh. I didn't even realize there was a movie about it. It's very typical, like, once the mystery is done, the murderer goes and explains in painstaking detail how they did it. And in, like, a letter to the judge or whatever. And then there were none spoilers coming up. Wait, let me see what happens here. Ooh, you get some good loot from them, too. Well, pretty good loot. Maybe it's just rare loot, because level 4 is about my level right now. Does anyone care about And Then There Were None spoilers? Defense 2, regen, and some... Yeah, we're definitely gonna equip that. Get some vampirism going. Well, here it comes, so you can mute the stream for a couple minutes if you really do care about it. And Then There Were None, the murderer themselves is a victim. So then by the end of the book, like, everyone who could be the murderer is also dead. Like, everyone's dead. Everyone dies. That's the book. Everyone dies. And, so in this letter at the end, like, the post, like, the epilogue, the murderer is explaining, like, how they set up an elaborate way to trigger their own suicide, but make it look like they were murdered by someone else when there was no one left to do the murder. So that's kind of what was going on there. 10-16, attack speed, defense. 19 to 29. 11-17, vampirism. 12% evasion, 3 defense, 16 to 24. So it's slightly less damage than that, but you get so much more out of it that I feel that is worth it. I'm starting to realize that just stacking vampirism, unless it's on high level equipment, is also a little bit of a trap, because it's just better to kill things quicker. Like, you can get all the vampirism you want, but if you're not killing things fast enough, it just doesn't matter. Do I have any? Although having no vampirism is very painful. Magic damage 4, 10% evasion. I think I'd like to keep my 5 defense. 5 is a lot. It's a third of my current defense. Didn't he fake his death at first and then killed himself after everyone else was dead? Yes. So I guess that was kind of the bigger impressive thing about it. Was that the murderer faked his death first and then later killed himself in order to be, like, one of the victims. Something like that. And to put his body back into the original position in which he had died. But quote-unquote died. And getting a lot of mountains. Not enough rocks. We have a goblin camp now, which I think is okay. If I get an Oblivion, I might spend it on the goblin camp. My only concern is having enough Oblivions for the boss. And again, if anyone in chat has any input, definitely feel free to throw it out there. I feel like there's a fine line between flat-out backseating and just giving tips, you know? And I trust y'all to understand that line. Ooh, Ghost Goblins is scary if I don't end up deleting it. So, let's put this here. We might even get a ghost from the slime, which would be pretty cool. I know about Mountain Peaks, yeah. Absolutely. Another wheat fields, and yeah, so that just needs another village. Oh, so what's the chance of spawning a blood golem? Because they scare me. Blood golems really scare me. They are powerful. I'm thinking about, at this point, popping off the remaining 3 tiles. Oh, never mind. There we go. We got our second treasury. So now we do this. We'll fully empty that treasury, turning it into an empty treasury. We got our Oblivion. But the blood golems are like, they drop a lot of loot, so they're worth keeping. I don't just want to Oblivion them. I think what I'm going to do is keep my Oblivions, but if the goblins start to get out of control once a day, then we'll see how many Oblivions we get. That's the short version. Now we can start putting more meadows around up here. Okay. 302. Oh yeah, that's very good. Very good armor. 14, which is a pretty big boost. Some counter, attack speed, and evasion. Yeah, we'll take that as well. Okay, I think that's good. The evade. Rocks. Another village. So we're doing villages between stretches of enemies. Actually, I don't know how often the golems spawn. I feel like it's just enough things die in the Blood Grove. Oh, that makes total sense. I didn't even consider that. So it all depends on the number of enemies that die to the Blood Grove. Okay, we're going to put a village on this corner. It seems like a good spot. Oh, no, the bandits. Forgot about them. The bandits actually don't seem too hard. They scare me, but they're not... They don't seem too hard. So let's see. If there's going to be bandits going into here, then we should put another grove up here, which keeps these rat wolves from wandering into the whatchamacallit over here. Also, haven't seen a single vampire. Bandits can destroy your equipment. What? I still think I'm going to hold on to my Oblivions a bit. New quest. Some weird mountain placement. It's going to make sense. It basically, I do the mountain placement like that so that the mountains, so that when I get my mountain peak, that it doesn't consume the mountains. It only consumes the intended 3x3. Because if I put, like, for example, a mountain here, and then I just place the tile I had placed, then the 3x3 could have been up here instead of one tile lower. So it's a way of making sure that the 3x3 formation goes where I want it to go. Alright, I'll place a meadow. And we have our first... What is this? Magic damage, evasion 10. Nah. We have our first trait. Surveyor. Plus half times loop HP for an adjacent roadside tile while passing a tile. What does that mean? Oh, so you gain HP, get half times loop HP. So right now, loop, for example, let's say it's 6 for convenience. So you would get 3 HP for an adjacent roadside tile while passing a tile. Meaning... for an adjacent roadside tile. Okay, so like tiles that are adjacent. So like if I pass by this village, for example, I'll get 3 HP, in other words. So if you have, you can get a max of 6 HP on the road, I guess. Yeah, this game has some weird ass wording. Jesus Christ. Blade of Dawn. Every morning the hero's sword is filled with sunlight, causing its attack to deal ×2 damage to all. ×2 damage to all. So, like, you can just get a quick thing. Okay. 10% chance to keep the card after placing. Oh, yes. This, I recognize a broken trait when I see it. And that is one. We will definitely do that. I love fighting the Blood Golem by themselves. Naturally, they are immune to the Blood Grove. Alright, only got 2, no, 3 attacks off on me. Irritating, but I'll take it. And now rocks we can just kind of place. So, hear me out about Vampire Mansion. I used to put Vampire Mansion next to weak enemies like the Rat Wolves, which eventually do get pretty powerful. Now I'm thinking I'm putting the Vampire Mansion in a place that's not next to any enemies just to make it so slimes get targeted with vampires. So if I put a vampire mansion next to 5 tiles, that's 5 tiles worth of potential vampires. And the only other thing I'd have to fight as a result is a slime. Is that sound logic, you think? Because I don't want the vampires to stack up. Like, look at this bullshit over here. I do know of vampire towns, but I never seem to get them early enough to bother. Like, right now we're on loop 5. There's no point. Or I could put them near the Blood Grove, because then we have a guaranteed vampire with the chest. But I still think putting it next to 5 tiles like this is a little bit better. I might Oblivion this goblin spot. We'll see how our HP is doing. Also, we have some good equipment. Let's see. 12% vampirism is really good. Attack speed, same defense. We lose a little bit of magic damage. Considering we don't have any vampirism, I think that's worth it. 16 defense, damage to all, counter. Oh, it is just pretty much flat out better. We'll take that as well. And actually drop a Vamp Mansion and then immediately Oblivion it and still get the Vamp Town. Yeah, but it's not the mansion that is the bad thing about Vamp Town. It's the spawns in Vamp Town, right? Let's see, defense, regen goes down. Oh, we lose a ton of defense. I don't think that's worth it. Come on, damn it. Was hoping it would kill before that last attack. 18 to 28. Attack speed plus 4%. I think the 3 defense and some evasion's a little bit better. Alright, we're still at max. I don't think we're ready to bail yet. I really want to beat the boss today, too. I'm really worried about this goblin camp, although we will get a fat heal when we hit the village. The spawns are way more manageable without the vamp, because the vamp does a lot of... Oh, because the vamp is in that fight. Right. I think I might be getting cocky, but I'm gonna see how this quest goes. This quest fight. Man, the rat wolves are getting beefy. We're out damaging them for sure, though. Especially when I'm getting those evades. Okay, yeah, definitely still manageable. Gargoyle about to come. Alright, I'm scared for this battle, because it's got a... Depending on who the hero decides to target. Who's it targeting this one right now? Actually, it's not horrible. We have a lot of HP still. Damage all 4. A little bit less defense, way more counter, and some regen. Losing 3 defense out of my 26 is worth it. Wow, it's a big jump in max, but I lose all the utility. Okay. Yeah, this fight's fine. Shitty card. Or a shitty sword. Oh my god, just kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Please, kill it. The evades. Quest done. Thank you. Another wheat field. Ruins are such a good card for loot with how weak worms are. Wait, what? Ruins are such a... I don't think I have that card yet. And I definitely haven't fought any worms yet. Alright, is there anywhere else we would really want a Blood Grove? Here might be fine, but again, I'm really worried for the rats to wander over into Scarecrow territory. We have our Blood Grove ready to go for the boss. You know, I think I'm good on groves. I don't think I need another one anywhere. I could put a Blood Grove back here for the boss and over here for the goblins. I just need to get the blood. What do we got? 7% vampirism, damage all 4. Attack speed, not great. That's a lot of defense. It gives me 5 more defense, some regen, some evasion. What am I losing? I'm losing 2 damage to all. Losing 8% counter, which is significant. Our evasion stays almost the same. I think the defense boost is worth it. There. Yeah, I'm not taking too much damage. I really want more Oblivions. That's what I want. Level 8. Holy moly. 759. Ah, that is a big jump in max HP, but I don't think it's worth it. Got a lot of loot. Nothing good, of course, because it's a slime. Why would it be good? See, this is what I was talking about, where it's a good way to fight the vampire by themselves without other crazy monsters. We got another Blood Grove, which is great. We're going to place it next to the boss tile, just in case we don't get another one. Another Oblivion, wonderful. Yeah, it's a good spot. Gargoyle and Ratwolf is rough. I should have maybe Oblivion... Well, no, because if I had done that, then I wouldn't have had the Blood Grove. Okay, that's fine. They never bring up his stamina. Tiny gray bar at the bottom under the blue bar. When it runs out, you gain minus 70 ASPD. Yeah, I would say for, like, the whole, like, hints and tips thing, like, just keep it relevant to what's actually happening rather than just kind of, like, random tips, if that makes sense. 14%. We're just replacing something with 12. Not worth it. Damage all 5. Not worth. A ring. 4 and damage all 4. Attack speed plus 12. A little bit less regen. What are we losing? We're losing 10%. We're losing all of our remaining counter. We're losing 2 defense. And that's a lot of... Getting an extra 4 damage. This is kind of an even trade, to be honest. I'll keep it. I'll keep what I'm doing. I'm also worried I'm not placing cards fast enough to get the boss faster than the enemies can level up and outpace me. Seems like we're doing really well, though. Oh, okay. Sure. 25 defense. Let's see. Shield, armor, shield. 14, get some vampirism. We lose out on the regen, we lose out on the evasion. 21 versus 25. We're doing heavy defense this build. What's my regen? It's 2.4, so I'll still have some regen left. Not sure if it's worth it yet. It's not markedly better. I think we'll wait. Yeah, we're still... Our health is at very good level right now. 12% evasion. Nope. 18 to 28. Vampirism. Losing 3 defense, but gaining... You know what? I think that's worth it because the extra attack... We're getting to the point where vampirism is going to pop off a bit. So we'll do that. 7 healing on hit. Amazing. We have another vampire mansion. Cheat in a faster speed in the game files. Ooh, interesting. Vampire mansion. Where do I want to put it? I really don't want to fight the vampire on that gargoyle, but that would be my spot for it. I could also make a vampire village, you're right. With my Oblivion. We're halfway to fighting the boss. Otherwise, where would I put it? I guess here, because it doesn't overlap with any... It could overlap... No, because that could overlap with the Ratwolf thing. I don't think I'm placing this one yet. I think I'm going to defeat this gargoyle and then place it there. Oh, quest monster. Still definitely out damaging. I heard messing with the INI files can make enemies drop worse loot? Really? Got our first swamp. Man, the drop rates have been really wonky this run. We've barely gotten any mountains or anything. We want swamps with the vampires, so this can go. Why is the blood thing wiggling on the left? Well, there's a small chance I'll place a blood grove here eventually. I think that's fine. It's probably about to make a golem. That's got to be it. I can't think of any other reason. I'm wondering if it's worth leaving... Hear me out. Some more logic here. If it's worth leaving one tile on a treasury for right before the boss, because it always drops loot equal to your level. Does that make sense? Is that strat? Let's analyze this. So, magic damage 2. We lose some damage to all. We gain some magic damage. We gain defense, and we gain vampirism. Damage to all is only 4 right now, so we're not relying on it a bunch. I think we'll do that. Also, I should have left the bottom row of this open to, again, stack the treasuries next to each other. And then we got some armor. We lose vampirism with it. Gain 1 defense, attack speed, counter. I think we're good. We're good without it. Also, I hear a buddy boy. Hang on a minute. And I've got a cat cam. Alrighty. Come here, buddy. There he is. Someone redeemed cat cam, that's why I'm doing this. He hates being picked up, by the way. Okay. Good boy. What a good boy. Also, my mic is amazingly directional. You could just tell the moment I stand up drops in volume, even if I just turn my head. There's a handsome guy holding that cat. That's Steve. It's my friend Steve. He's my stand-in. Okay. Anyway, done petting my cat. We got a mountain. We can definitely place that. A stunt double. That's right. Yeah, I'm worried the enemies are gonna start outpacing me soon. Doing 50 damage per hit. 71. Goodness. Kill it. Thank you. Healing 16 per hit's incredible. We can make another battlefield. It has rat wolves. Okay. Make the battlefields overlap. That makes the blood road or whatever, right? I don't know if I want the blood road. I think we got a good thing going here. 23 to 35. And keeping my vampirism. And some more damage health. Man, incredible sword. We'll take that. That's a lot of extra attack speed. I don't like losing my vampirism. We're at 32%. I think we're good. Yeah, we're still fully healing up. Like, pretty much every battle. Magic damage and evasion. That is a hard pass. I should just stop looking at equipment that's less than my level. It would probably save a lot of the stream time, right? Well, that's a 7. That is a higher number indeed. I think we're at the point, though, where we want to keep the vampirism that we have. Another Scemetery. We'll definitely put that out. I could put more groves out just for the sake of getting the boss to rush along, but the rat wolves do get pretty strong eventually. Another vampire mansion, too. Right, we were going to beat up this gargoyle and then do it. Is that a gargoyle? I don't even know what that is anymore. Full health still. Let's go. Ugh, taking some real damage here. Level 8. 7. Nah. There's my next treasury, which we can actually do this tactic now. Did I heal 51? Did I read that right? Level 7s. My 11 magic damage. Holy moly. I lose 11% vampirism, which is not great, but that is so much magic damage. Ooh. Does vampirism proc off of magic damage, or is it just normal damage? Blood Road is hit or miss. They don't give good resource drops on Expedition 1S. Eventually you do want them. Interesting. I don't like losing the vampirism. I love 11 magic damage. And we have a new trait. How much damage am I doing a hit? 64 damage a hit! Achievement unlocked, lost count. I don't know what that means, but I got it. I also need to start placing some of these or I won't get to the boss. So maybe I will put some groves down. I don't know. Alright, let's check out our traits. Somersault, 35% chance to perform a counterattack during evade, which is 7% right now. Not great. Strong aftertaste, 1.5 damage for every potion used. I don't even think we've used any potions yet. Skilled armor, defense is increased by 1 after every loop. That's going to give us maybe at this point a max of like 5 defense, which is not good. So I think like almost none of these are good. With our current build at least. I don't think it even matters that strongly. Oh, skilled armor is retroactive? That I will take. 29 jumps up to 36. That is some good intel. Thank you. Isn't there supposed to be a vampire there? What happened? Oh, it's a harpy. Okay. That's what I call my cat sometimes. His name's Harvey. I call him Harpy. Okay, let's look here. 18. Another 11 magic damage? Are you shitting me right now? Dude, this is just flat out better. What's our magic damage? 24 magic damage! Damn, man. Ooh, 9 damage to all is really good. Losing 6 defense is not good. Nope. Nope. There's a few retroactive traits that either don't mention it or even worded like they don't. God. See, that bugs me. So rat wolves can wander to adjacent tiles. So I'm thinking putting a bunch of groves next to each other is a bad choice. We have another vampire mansion, which we can get away with, like, here. Where would my groves go? I think here would be fine. I just want to keep getting cards placed because I'm worried, I won't get to the boss. But I think we are getting to the point where we want to try to bump up that meter. 9 magic damage. God. We lose 9% of our vampirism, which we're down to 21%, so I don't think I want that. Is there any reason not to place redundant vampire mansions? Is my next question. Like, will this one do anything bad for me? I don't think it will. I can just do it just for the boss meter. I lose the meta resources, of course. No effect, and you don't get 2 vampires. I mean, you gain boss meter, but that's it. We also got a shield. Defense 20, counter 15. We're good. Ooh, Scarecrow getting a little strong. 21 regen. Nah, we're good. See, like, what do you do when your map is like at a point where you're just like good? Like, how do you get the boss to spawn? You just keep placing mountains until it's done. Nope. I mean, we're getting there, but it's taking a while. I don't like this because it's adjacent to rat wolves, and I don't want the enemies to gang up. Oh, I gotta start putting the rocks around the treasury. Getting very unlucky with villages for real, man. I think this is okay as long as the block palace spawns around the camp. Is that a thing? I thought I had to use oblivions. That's pretty nuts. I might do that. No, I'm not gonna place this. You can also block some of them. Filling the tile blocks them from appearing. That is really incredible. I was saving my oblivion specifically for that. So we got another swamp, so we'll definitely place that. Here's fine. I think my rocks now, even though I'm not going to get a huge adjacency bonus from Mountain Peak, I'm starting to putting them around the treasury because I want to get that filled up before the boss. Use some villages to fill the area around it with fields too. Oh yeah, I know. I want another village. Like right here would be the perfect spot for a village. Well, almost perfect, because the vampire thing here will spawn a vampire with the scarecrow. What was that noise? Did you hear that noise? Another blood field. I like that. Really like that. Defense 29. Ugh. I lose a huge chunk of my magic damage. But that is 11 more defense. Oblivion's pretty close to being erased because of card overflow. Oh, it gets bumped off the left, doesn't it? Fuck. Okay. What do we Oblivion then? We could Oblivion the Goblin Camp, I guess. Goblin Camp doesn't really give us anything. We're also going to place another battlefield. Here is fine. It did make a blood path, which it's fine. Oh, and then there's another one up here. Man. So what do I put around my camp? The wheat fields are too much. I've definitely decided that for sure. Oh, I am going to equip this, by the way. I hate losing that much magic damage. But that is such a big defense bump that I feel it's worth it. Counter, lose a little bit for 160 max HP. Vampirisms. I don't want to lose like any. I don't want to go below 20% vampirism, so I'm going to skip it. Magic damage 13. God damn. For, what is that, 8 defense? Ugh. 13. Just kind of going back to my old shield in a way, like a slightly better version of my old shield. So I'm not going to do it. Just don't be an idiot like me and place anything that can spawn ranged enemies around your camp unless you want a new hell in boss fights. Defense 6. Yeah, these are all really low level for now. Ooh. 2 scarecrows. I don't like that. 7 boots. Vampirism 14. Lose a little. Yeah, I think that's worth. That's a good upgrade. Sorry for the car driving by. You probably can't even hear it. My mic is so good. 22, 32, 16%. Losing some magic damage, losing a bunch of damage to all. For an extra 5% vampirism. No, an extra, I can do math, an extra 7% vampirism. There are a lot of group monsters. I do like that vampirism, though. I wish that... Here's what I wish. I wish that when cards got bumped off the edge, that it would increase the boss meter. That would be amazing. Oh, another village. Let's go. Okay. That would actually be terrible. Of course. Where are we putting this village? With the Blood Road? I think that's fine. Village here? That's a swamp. It's not a, I think the village here is fine. Oh, I can't because the... Okay, whatever. And that gives me Rat Wolf plus Scarecrow. Right here is actually fine too, other than the fact that it puts two villages back to back. Before the camp to heal right before camp. I mean, my only problem with that is it won't let me place any of my wheat fields, which was the whole point. What if I had put it here? It would only let me place one wheat field, and it would make rat wolves wander over. Okay. I think I'm gonna put it here. Because even if I get the Rat Wolf Scarecrow combo, it's not... Oh, though, no, I won't be able to do a wheat field in the Blood Path, will I? Son of a bitch. I could make the Vampire Village, but I think it's really late for that. I think this is the only logical spot. So, we're gonna do it. Villages can block goblin spawns incidentally. How so? How does that work? Ugh. Hmm, 34. Losing 5 damage to all is pretty bad, though. Well, 34 versus 29. You place them on the adjacent block to the Goblin Village. They can't walk onto the road where a village is. Interesting. So... Goblins can't spawn on villages. I'm getting goblins and bandits confused. I was like, something's not adding up here. Man, we're not out damaged, or... Well, no, we're almost at max. I don't know what I'm talking about. I was going to say that we're not out damaging things like we want. Man, we're not getting any meadows, any rocks, any mountains. Like, what's the deal? What do I need to do to get these things to spawn? I'm wondering if there's some weird fuckery, like a bug involving, like, spawn rates of the last equipped thing in your deck. Where, like, you turn something off, turn something on, and it somehow messes with the spawn rate. Because some games... I don't know. I don't know. Another meadow. Oh, I got my card back! That's cool. $674, 9 damage to all, but losing 14% vampirism is horrible. Ooh, 28 to 42 is a big bump. Losing 16% vampirism, again, horrible. Whoa. Damage to all, magic damage. Which is better, damage to all or magic damage? I think when I get to the boss, if I still have that shield, I could equip it. I usually get the other way around where I get tons of minor tiles and only very few road/road adjacent ones. There we go. And just to accelerate this a little bit, oh, I should have put it at a diagonal to keep the blooming meadows, but that's okay. 10 max HP. We're good. Still think we're doing very well. 22. 22. I could take that. 63 damage per hit. Seems really nuts. I've created another blooming meadow anyway. Oh yeah, that's true. Because the one that'll go in the corner will become a blooming meadow. Okay, mountain. I love to see that. And even the goblins aren't that bad. What is this status effect? Oh, that's enraged. Okay. Mountain. I know I said I was going to accelerate this. We are getting close to the boss, so I probably should. Cemetery. Ooh, having a blood dude on that tile is pretty rough. But I think we'll just roll with it. And we have a new sword, 31 to 47, and losing 16% vampirism. Getting to that point, though, where it might be worth. I'm gonna wait on it just a little bit, but I might take that offer. It's that, or I get my vampirism somewhere else, like this ring or something, but then I lose all my magic damage. Another blood growth. Which we definitely had a good spot for. Okay, a bunch of loot here. Let's see. This was gonna go here, I think. No, here. Right? And I got it back. It's so beautiful. Next one. See, that has that covered. Really gotta get it up here somehow. I might just place it. I could place it here or here. I don't think it matters that much. Magic damage actually does something. Yeah, it's doing like 22 damage a turn, which is half my damage. That's pretty nuts. Defense 11's really good. It's 24, defense 3, so that's 27. For 11% counter? Minus 5 damage to all. The damage to all isn't doing too much anymore. So I'd sacrifice 2 defense for 11% counter? Probably good. 28 to 42, regen 1.8. I think we're good otherwise. I'm gonna get all my heals, my worthless heals. 28 to 42 evasion. I think what I'm doing is waiting for a sword that continues to have vampirism. Scarecrows are getting real scary. Not like that, though. Like, better than that. I feel like I'm taking a long time to get to the boss, but the truth of the matter is probably just this is what a winning loop is like. Groves. Cemeteries. I could do cemeteries here, and that wouldn't be bad. Scarecrows are doing their job. Yeah, exactly. Oh, a quest gargoyle. That's real scary. 32 defense. For sure. Well, it's a lot of evasion, but I'd rather have that magic damage. %24 attack speed's huge. Is it half of my damage huge? I don't think so. Okay. Well, that's just better. Rocks, thank you. $19 regen and Ooh, 20% evasion. Man, that's 16 defense, though, that I'd lose for it. What is this? That's a blood clot. Okay. Wait. I'm confused. Isn't it supposed to be damaging itself because... Oh, no, I'm not on a swamp. I thought I was on a swamp. Never mind. 18% vampirism for my 22 magic damage. 48% is huge vampirism. Because then 48%, that's half of my damage, so that's healing between 13 and 16. Right now I'm healing 20. Because, so magic damage must proc vampirism. That's the only explanation for that. God, that 10% giving card back thing is amazing. Boss time soon. I'm excited. First time I've beaten the boss since the demo. We got 2 Oblivions. No, yeah, 2 Oblivions. I mean, I can tell the future sometimes. I mean, what goes adjacent to the road that would go around here? Because, like, my groves go on the road. My wheat fields have to go in villages. Meadow, I guess. Meadows. Oh, a new trait, too. You're right. Could do a swamp. Where there's, vampires. That's fine. Can't put meadows against the road. Right, so, like, what do you even put there that would block the Lich's buildings? Alright, boys, let's read our new trait. Shield Master. 10% chance upon hit of stunning target for 1 second. Incredible. Strong aftertaste we already talked about. I don't think we've used a single potion. Blissful Ignorance. Oh my god. Well, that would guarantee that we have the Oblivions we need for the boss. So we're gonna take that. You ready? Whoosh! How cooked do I like my steak? Just pass it over a candle on the way to me, honestly. Oblivion. And it heals 10% of my HP whenever I use it. Incredible. You know what? Let's get rid of the goblin camps, too. Although, no, that lessens my meter. Even still, goblin camps suck. I'm just gonna do that. I could get rid of the bandit camps. They're not so bad, and I want to keep my meter. So we'll keep the rest. We want to save some of them for the boss. How many Lich tiles are gonna spawn? 4.2 regen is pretty big. But not worth losing half my vampirism. Man, am I really down that much health? What happened? Did I lose 10% of my health when I used those Oblivions because I was on a swamp tile? Is that what happened? I'm about to heal a bunch in the village, though. I'm going to keep my mountain for the treasury. God damn, just hit him. Like, this should just heal me, right? When I do that? It says heals hero by 10% of their max. Should heal me 120. Ugh, I almost want to get rid of that. It'll create a hungry grove, though, which we also definitely don't want. So I was hurting myself, too. Well, I knew that. But I didn't think it would have effect outside of battle. I didn't think it would affect my Oblivion heals. Definitely my mistake for assuming that. Dude, if we don't beat the boss here, I'm going to be kind of upset, to be honest with you. Serious answer on the steak thing, though, just medium rare. Rare, medium rare. Okay, we got a meadow. Okay, so now we can keep doing that. We got it back. Love it. Love to see it. kind of want the heals. Okay. So these are just healing fights, which is good. Means we should probably just put more swamps down when given the option. This fight I'm scared for. 103? Oh my god, just kill the blood guy. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Thank you. Oh, I'm losing my oblivions too. Oh, that was so scary, dude. Oh, this might be it. I think this is boss time. Yep. Okay, now we Oblivion the Lich's tiles, which should also heal us up. Good stuff. Can you just Oblivion the Lich? Oh. We could even just Oblivion all the enemies on the way to the boss. Would that be a good play? Also, let's see what equipment we got. Nope. Vampirism 11. Gaining 10% evasion in exchange for like 3% of my vampirism. I think that's worth. The 2 road tiles also turn to Lich Palace. Oblivion yourself. The 2 road tiles. Oh, I see them. Yeah. Increases Lich's HP and damage by 5. This will heal me 140. Yeah, I'll still be under max. Good stuff. Wow, what a perk, that trait. I feel really confident now. I wasn't so sure for a hot second there, but now I'm pretty sure we're gonna beat the boss. Could be wrong. There's no... For 21% counter. Losing a lot of defense there, though. 11 defense. I nerfed the Lich immensely, yeah. But if I hadn't gotten lucky and gotten that trait, would I have been able to win? That's the question. $24, $36, 17% evasion. I mean, it's big, but I'd rather keep my vampirism. Defense is not too useful against the Lich, I don't think. What makes you say that? Complete one more quest here. Boom. 27 to 41. And losing, like, all my vampirism, though. Lich does magic damage. Defense probably doesn't do anything? Really? That's making me question some things here, so I'd rather have the counter, if that's the case. I could have waited till before the boss to do that, but... Ooh. Or I could do... attack speed... Actually, higher defense than this, and 11 magic damage. That's even better, I think. Yeah, so now we're doing 33 magic damage. Again, half of my damage. Okay, I think that's good. 13 magic damage. Defense and attack speed. I like the attack speed. I'll keep that. Wow, look at that well-rounded ring. Just funny. It's not too bad, actually, but I think 22 magic damage is better. Still gonna just put these up. We might even have another... We're probably gonna have one more day pass before the boss anyway. There's no reason not to do that. And right before the boss, we'll drop our Oblivions for the heal. Yeah. For the full heal, I might add. The first time I beat the boss during the demo, it was like a really close fight. And I have a feeling this one, not to get cocky, I have a feeling this one's not going to be nearly as close. my god. Just keeps giving me those rocks back. What a bonkers perk. That's so crazy. Do I get meta resources for placing either of these? I mean, I guess there's only one way to find out, right? We might as well just place them. Yeah, I got one there. All right, and then the Oblivions. Doesn't really matter where we put them, right? It's just to get the heal. Oh, we got resources out of that, though. Just destroy the villages. Okay. I think we are ready for this. I'm pretty sure Bloodgroves work on bosses, and you'll have one within Ranger Camp. Yeah, that was on purpose. I did that. I did that specifically for the boss. The wheat fields change. Oh, they did. Overgrown field. No one sowed it, and no one will harvest its crops. Yet it's still here somehow. Spawns a scarecrow every 4 days, as opposed to... Oh, it's still the same. Creates a field of blades on empty tiles during combat. Whoa. That is terrifying. But if you wanted to do a victory lap, I guarantee you I don't. Alright. The thought of leaving the battlefield and going back to your cozy camp has passed through your mind. What a timely idea. The camp is just around the corner. I must stay. Yeah. Do we get a voice for this boy? Should we do a voice? Yeah, a little voice-a-roo here.
How is this even possible?
That's right. You didn't devour me like the rest of the world.
Avatar, you really don't think so?
What are you talking about? I'm standing right in front of you.
I consume all of your reality. Every one of its elements now rests in a separate pocket dimension.
Yeah, Darth Vader. I guess it should be more like whispery, shouldn't it? What was the grammar in that sentence? I'll be honest, when I'm like operating my like little sound, my voice board thing here, I kind of like don't even process the words that are being written. It's just such a fucking dork.
Spaces. Information, even memories. They shall remain there until Entropy does its work, turning everything into a uniform static mass. Along with you, of course.
You're insane.
So what do we have here? I see. You thought of it interacting with the other pieces of your reality, to organize, combine, and merge them. But how? I don't see any exceptional talent or knowledge in you. You aren't even understand what is happening, right?
There we go. That is it. I think losing the pitch shift is what did it. I'll tell you what's happening. A pile of bones is butchering my world and thinks it can get away with it. You're already doomed and you know it.
Perhaps you're just the first in a series of systematic errors. A problem we must learn to solve. Let's not waste any time.
I don't think you're capable of feeling regret. I'm about to change that. Okay. 154 is still insane. Oh no, I'm still scared. Nah, well, do we got this? I don't know. Yeah, we got this. Boosh.
Nonsense. This is impossible. For so many reasons. I don't understand.
Now put everything back like it was before.
I can't. I've already completed my task. Even if the result is not perfect.
You're in no position to refuse, you sack of bones.
He's already received everything I could gather. I just wanted to see our proceed against the universe with them, to
Who is he?
I get it. You're connected somehow, right? That's why. You'll find out soon enough. This anomaly will not escape his attention. Now my explanations will be meaningless to you.
So spare me your wheezing and just die. That sack of bones was telling the truth. I have a long journey ahead. I'll build my whole world from scratch if I have to, and the skull of that monster will be the first brick in its foundation. Oh my god, can you actually do a victory lap? Choose one reward. Axis tilt, times flies 15% faster. Awakened fragment, 2% chance to get a whole chunk sphere, a whole resource sphere instead of a chunk. Deep pockets, resource cap in the expedition is increased. I didn't realize there was a resource cap, I'll be honest with you. Or a resource assortment, which I'm so tempted to take. Man. I don't know. 2% chance. Is that... I don't know how often 2% procs, that's the thing. The bonuses are new traits you unlock. Oh. Huh. That's not clear whatsoever. Deep pockets for the long haul? Maybe. Deep pockets is pretty good for farming resources, for farming purposes, 1 in 50. Well, no, but like when does it proc? Like when does that 2% occur? Not how often. Like is it every time you collect a resource? I guess. It's every time you get a chunk, every time you get a resource, because that's pretty common, right? It's the same thing as like a 2% chance of getting 10 times of that resource or whatever it is. Because it's like every sphere, every chunk, it's like 10 chunks make a sphere of that resource. So that could be really strong, considering, well, we got 34, looks like 34 chunks and 36 resources a game. I think rations is 12. Seems like chat is recommending deep pockets, though, more than anything. I just don't know what our cap is. That's the problem. Like, were we close to hitting our cap this time? Were we far from it? Cap is 10. The boss has been defeated, but your journey doesn't have to end. You can retreat to the... Yeah, you were right. We could do a victory lap. I think we'll retreat. Everybody, listen. The Lich is dead. The curse has been lifted, but... What Lich? And what curse? I believe you, of course, but I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't remember the dead sorcerer? The one in the fur coat, holding a scepter, all shrouded in star nebulas, floating above the world on his shining wings and eating it piece by piece? That's strange. Everything looks the same around here. Why? I guess he's not the only reason for this darkness, then. The skeleton has mentioned him. Whoever he is, he must have something to do with the obliteration of the world. It seems I have no other option but to continue my expeditions. I don't know why I said that word so funny. Oh, man. Fun game, fun game. I've got probably about an hour and 15 left. Maybe a little less. Is it worth doing another loop? I guess we should. What should we unlock? We could build another farm. Cemetery. I guess the cemetery is what we really want, though, because it has a max on it. And resurrect the hero after an upgrade. Or I could look at upgrades, alternatively. I think the more of these we unlock, the better. And Crypt is probably where we get the Necromancer, so I'd really like that. Smelter is super worth saving for. Arsenal card is very good. Well, I only spend 2 of those. Only spend 2 of that. Man, 14 rocks, though. How many rocks do I have total? 21. So by spending 14, that brings it down to 7 rocks. So we'll still have enough for the smelter. I still think I'm going to do this because this will not hamper my progress on smelter too much. Oh, right, you can build over gardens. I forgot about that. I think this is where I want my next farm to go, so I'm going to go here. You're going Necro the Smelter Zozo, though? I mean, I'm just going whatever character I feel like playing at the time. Thank you. It's a nice place. Calm. There are some people, but quiet ones. Oh, look at the cat. Oh, the little kitty. They look a bit grim, but they can tell you many things. You can listen. Okay. And that gives us the crypt, which does, as predicted, unlock the necromancer. So that's what I really want. More than anything. Oh man, so once I do get the rocks I need to get the smelter. Okay, let's see what this does. Arsenal golden card if the intel center is built. Storm temple card. Plus 30 to base HP. I'm more interested in the characters than the cards. I don't know. The Ancestral Crypt golden card if the Intel Center is built. So basically, I gotta build the Intel Center before... Yeah, I have to do Smelter and the Intel Center to do that. Ruins card. Okay. Well, we got the cemetery at least. Let's see if we can upgrade anything. Nope. Definitely not. Definitely not. I'm not going to be able to... I can never upgrade buildings because building new buildings just takes all of my resources. What is this one resource? I need 2 of there. Actually, I was close to upgrading the herbalist hut. It wasn't too far from upgrading the field kitchen either. Okay. Well, I'd like to do another run. I'd like to check out Chapter 2, which I haven't done yet. But at the same time, I probably only have like an hour left in the stream. How long did that take? How long have I been live? Been live for an hour and a half. Well, that was also a victorious run, right? We're not necessarily going to have a victorious run. What's the meta like? Do people go back and replay Chapter 1? Chapter 2, enemies have 1 to 2 abilities. Normal enemy strength. Enemy strength grows 3% per loop instead of 2. We get way more resources. Double the max amount of resources. Everything else is the same. Do a run as rogue. Haven't gone back to Chapter 1 yet, huh? Could just do a quick resource run. Yeah, we'll do that. And if we got a bail mid-run, that's totally fine too. You know, I kind of liked this loadout. My only regret was the wheat fields just clogging up the inventory. Otherwise, everything else seemed to have a good use. Getting 2 or 3 cemeteries on the board, 2 or 3 swamps. The road lantern would have been useful a couple of times, but otherwise I think this is a good... This loadout was fine. I could even do without the Grove and Blood Grove. They tend to clog the hand. Yeah, clearly. Holy moly. But the heal is nice. Especially with Rogue, where I don't have a lot of healing. And Rogue is all about doing fat damage, so I don't even think I need the Grove or the Blood Grove. Spiders can be nice for rogues since they like quantity of kills over quality of kills. That's a good point. I didn't even think of that. There are 3 boss traits you can get if you kill them 3 times. I still like the Swamp and Vampire Mansion combo, so I think we're going to do Spider Cocoon in place of Grove and Blood Grove. There are 3 boss traits you can get if you kill them 3 times. Oh, okay, so you kill the Lich over and over to get those other traits. I thought you said that picking those unlock traits for expeditions, though. Isn't that what chat was saying earlier? Some more dialogue when you meet the Lich again, huh? More organic creatures get a resource needed for the Intel Center. Meaning, like, more spiders? Roll with it. Dude, I hate how one of these, you can't even equip a shield on the rogue, and that makes me so annoyed. What do we get? Just usual stuff. Oh, we got our first spider cocoon. Once a day. Start doing it. Will there be a thing like the Lich's Palace with this boss? Afterwards, boss kills just give you whole chunk drops. You do want to on an adjacent. So we want like this or this probably. There's no, okay. And the Chrono Crystal. I could put a Chrono Crystal next to that and make even more spiders appear for even more upgrades. And then the vampire will continue to follow the logic. We don't have blood groves in play. So I think we'll follow our logic from last time. Put it here because that's usually near where we put the chests. What's that shield icon? Minus defense? For what reason? Ringing in the ears. 10% chance to hit won't happen. Where's all that coming from? Swarm of bats. It's from the slime. Oh, those are the abilities. How enemies have 1 to 2 abilities, right? Huh. Alright, let's get Battlefield down. Their first treasury up. See, mountains are looking like they're gonna go on the left. I think. Bottom left. There's our swamp, which we want paired with vampires. Go here. I also hate that adjacent means different things. Sometimes the diagonals count, sometimes they don't. Like this says adds vampires to battles on adjacent tiles. Not optimal treasury in the corner. I put it in the far corner, didn't I? Whereas this, it says on an adjacent tile, and it's only referring to the orthogonal ones. Like, that bugs me. It's annoying. Could make a blood road. Or just put it somewhere else. Right here. I guess, but then we're not maximizing the vampire. Putting swamps around. Yeah, having the battlefield's not too close to the vampire is probably better in the future. Only applied to tile combos, not tile AoEs. I see, yeah. I mean, but that's not really a combo. It just says spawns a spider on adjacent tile once a day. Adds vampires to battles on adjacent tiles. Like, I see that as both as AoEs. I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna put this here. Right, whereas Vampire Mansion affects tiles around it, the spider cocoon just spawns things. So I see what you mean. Cemetery, we definitely want to start to get those out. We could put them on a stretch before home base, I guess. Then again, we got a village coming. Village will probably be in the halfway point, right here. Mountains. The 3x3 will definitely be here, so that was the right decision. And cemetery. Could be going along here, I suppose. Because then we fight a bunch of skeletons and then have the fight. Or have the heal, I mean. Finally learn what circles above the cards mean. What do they mean? It's where you can place them. Like what type of tiles they go on. I just noticed this icon opening and closing when you mouse over stuff. That's cool. Alright. Pay out. Let's see what we got. Evasion bonus. So there's evasion and invasion bonus, which is interesting. Evasion bonus 10. Wouldn't I need some base evasion to begin with for that to be worth it? Crit damage chance. See, that seems like a thing worth stacking, is the crit damage chance. So that brought up to 22% chance to crit. Cool. Next is boots. I like to put next to each other for comparison purposes. And they're identical. I'll do the cooler looking ones. Alright, and then finally is armor. 97 and evasion bonus 10%. I think, oh, I do have some evasion. So 10%, so that's 0.6. It'll bump it from 6 to 7, right? No, it's just flat out extra 10% evasion. I don't understand. What's the difference between evasion and evasion bonus? I want to get just 100% crit chance. Is that a thing I can do? Ooh, what are the effects here? Poisonous gas. Oh, because the swamp, right. Summons bats after health drops below 50%. So that's where these are coming from. Which makes rogue a little bit better because it means more drops for the rogue. Evasion bonus is just for the rogue stacking effect. Maybe you only get the bonus if you have some regular evasion. Right. I could try the... Yeah, let's try this. Ransacked village, and then you're saying to oblivion this. Won't this become a bad wheat field over time, though? Spawns up to 4 ghouls once per loop. Transforms into something useful after 3 loops. Okay. The wheat field stays normal, huh? Oh, right, we're getting the memories or whatever from the cemetery now. How hard do these? Man, they hit. They hit. That's good for the rogue, though. And it's up to 4 per loop, right? Oh, man. Are they respawning? Are they corpse exploding? What's going on there? I like keeping the vampire mansion. Yeah. They eat the corpses and gain health. Oh, okay. I see, I see. What would I do without you, chat? Another wheat field. Damn it. Keep getting to battles before I can place tiles. Now I can place this corner technically, and it won't interfere with my 3x3 thing. I just can't do the top left, or the top, bottom, left, and rights. Okay, let's see. So we got boots, got armors. Oh my god, I can't get these in the order that I want. This is the way that things shift. They shift almost unpredictably. Because the way this works is it snakes. It makes like a backwards S instead of going in order strictly. So do boots first. I don't have to arrange them, it just makes comparing them a little bit easier. Alright, so 6%, 6%, 9%, 7%, and some defense. Having a little defense is probably fine. Let's see what else we have first, though, in case there's a synergy. So we have armor, more defense, crit chance, damage, and crit chance. Crit damage chance was 14, dear lord. Oh, this is... Well, no, that's damage plus 18. Having even more defense, man, 14. I think that's what it's gonna be. Crit damage and counter. Okay, so we're gonna equip this. I kind of want to just rely on evasion, especially since I have evasion bonus. Now that brought me up to 9%. I don't have evasion bonus anymore. I replaced that. 10 to 16 is not as good as my current axe. Although it replaced my Quatar, right? Quatar? So I think I want to keep the crit damage chance as much as possible. Ooh, I wish I... So I'm replacing the axe then. 39% crit chance. Holy moly. Alright. Chat, help me choose a trait. Smokescreen. After losing 20% of his max HP in battle, the hero will evade all attacks for 2 seconds. So that is once I've lost about 100 health. A little over 100 health, I would evade all attacks for 2 seconds. Can that happen more than once per battle? Is the question. Supplies. The hero leaves 10% of his findings in a camp when passing through a campfire tile. Doesn't sound great. Picky. Lowers the quantity of items received on a camp tile by 3, while increasing the quality of exchange for trophies. It can happen more than once. It's pretty good. My camp tile by 3. Increasing the quality of an exchange for exchange. I kind of, yeah, I agree with you. That picky seems like the choice here. Crit. Another village. Should we place it or should we wait for... Will there be a bandit camp even though the other one's a ransacked village? Ooh. Next treasury. Ah, man. That's so funny. So the new abilities are the same every time and they're not telegraphed in advance, like you just gotta learn them. Which I'm totally fine with. Another spider cocoon. Let's go with the strat of placing them in these nooks. I like that. I like that strat. We've got 2 more villages. We could do one. I think this is the spot for our next village up here. It will create the bandit camp, but that's fine. Could make it a big heal right before the boss if we put Wheatfield, right? Always find a spider in a nook. They're telegraphed if you mouse over the enemies. Gotcha. The only downside picky is that it makes it really hard to farm metal materials on rogues since you get less gear. Right. Like they don't recycle your gear as often. Okay. Right, bandits. You know what? I'm gonna do an Oblivion on not bandits, the goblin camps. Battlefield. I don't have any other goblin camps, right? Bandits have a very nasty ability. Or is that the one that breaks your equipment? Someone mentioned earlier. Ugh. Yeah, I definitely don't want that. Seems like skeletons resist the final hit of death, maybe? 30% of creatures' damage is dealt to everyone on the battlefield. That's neat. Man, getting a scarecrow with some spiders seems like a great combo, actually. Although a spider on this tile would be horrible. Yeah, I definitely need like more evade or just some kind of damage mitigation. My crits are popping a little. I still wish they were higher. Seems like Spider Scarecrow is the combo. Maybe. We'll find out next loop, I guess. If we're even going to survive till then. I mean, shoot. I might just want to bail. Ugh. Like, look at that damage. Wheat fields. Thank you. He has to heal right away. Bandit. 5% chance to destroy a hero's item when attacking. Oh, bandit. Yeah, it's confusing bandits and goblins. Alrighty. It's equipment time. So on boots, 7% with a little bit of defense, 6%, 14%, 9%, 6%, 9%, but also some crit damage chance. Yep. 54% chance to crit. Amazing. Simply amazing. Let's see, armor. Damage all and defense to replace crit damage chance. No thanks. 389. Ooh, 7 magic damage is good. Still not good enough to replace any form of crit damage chance, in my opinion. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep my current armor. It's pretty. Alright, let's look at our weapons. We could probably replace the spear. In which case, yeah, probably with the guitar. Not only does it do the most damage out of the 3, but it also gives me, well, evasion bonus. This would be more defensive. Could lose 12% of our crit damage chance to get a big, yeah, and a huge damage boost too. Alright, alright. So our evasion's 9%. Let's do it. Now our evasion is 17%. So it's nearly doubled that, but now we only have a 38% crit chance. I don't know if that was worth that trade. 54% was amazing. Over half my attacks critting. Incredible. Still really high percent though. And you get those. Oh, right. When you empty a treasury, you get those items right away. Defense, crit damage chance. Well, I could like go back to a similar weapon to what I had before. I don't know if it's worth losing half the damage on that weapon and some evade. 7%'s not huge. Nope. Alright, Vampire Mansion is gonna go. I want to put with the spiders. Might just keep stacking them along this road. Make all these slimes drop. Vampires. We're still critting really hard, which I love. Okay, mountains. I like fighting gargoyles because they give good loot. That's right. Speaking of which, I know those are harpies, not gargoyles. What's the skeleton ability? Takes 90% less damage from archers? Interesting. Man, when a crit pops, it's so satisfying. They are a bit tougher in this difficulty, though. What, the gargoyles? Oh, we have a trait. Can we use that now? Okay, we can. All right, chat. What trait should we take? Old Scars. Max HP is increased by 1 for each received trophy, and that is retroactive, probably. Supplies. The hero leaves 10% of his findings in a camp when passing through campfire. Surveyor. You know, given... Yeah, it's so poorly worded, it's absurd. Like, it's almost comical. Plus 0.5 times loop HP for an adjacent roadside tile while passing a tile. Like, what on earth is that, that wording? But basically, anytime you pass a roadside tile, you gain whatever the loop HP is, half of whatever the loop level is, right? You pass a tile, you gain HP, which we need healing. It's not big, but it's better than max HP at this point. Just keep critting. Just keep critting. Thank you. Crit, 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 crit. We're about to find out if the whole spider scarecrow combo pops, which is really exciting as well. I'm actually going to wait on the meadow. I want to get my next treasury placed below it. Oh, it's a champion scarecrow. Terrifying. Does that pop? I don't think it's worth it, because the scarecrow gets so scary on its own. No, we're gonna wait on that. We can make more spiders. Make this spider corner. Spider corner. Bro gets so much better with the arsenal card. Gotcha. Understood. I'm probably gonna bail after this loop. It's not looking very hot right now. Which we could wait to clear this out completely. Okay. Another village, which will create a bandit camp. I don't even know where I would put it anymore. I think 3 villages is fine. Solves a lot of your durability issues, I see. I just want to survive till the end of this loop at least. So we might as well place these. In fact, we should have done it before the day ended. Oh, survive this fight, please. Thank you. Thank you. The crits. The crits. Speaking of crits, crit chance and evasion bonus is higher, but we lose. No, it's just better. Well, no, because the raw damage is a lot less. That's the main problem. The other one, yeah, we're going to replace the Dirk, I think, because I really want the crit damage chance. So that's this one. 44.66 and 38% chance. 38.56 and a 50% chance. I think that was worth the trade. Crit. Crit. Nope, neither were crits. That was embarrassing. We'll do this so that we get the loot from it. You know what? I don't think we're going to equip many new weapons. We'd rather cycle weapons for the meta resource. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. There it is. Oh, some resources. We get any resources for placing these? One way to find out. Nope, that's cool. It's fine, no worries. And we will retreat, I think, here. That doesn't look like a normal goblin camp. Oh, it's too late. I already clicked this. And if I hit stay, it's probably going to... He's probably going to start moving right away. What happened to the goblin camp? I missed it. And we got some rations. Neat. 12 rations form a whole food supply. Wow, okay. We're getting a lot more food since we built that farm. Yeah, goblin archers. Swamp plus gob camp has an interaction. Swamps stack with goblin camps. I assume that's bad, like you probably don't get much better loot for that, right? Well, we can. We still don't have quite enough for the crypt. We don't have quite enough for anything, really. To build another farm, no thanks. You know, don't need food for like anything right now. Can we upgrade any buildings? Oh, so close. Nope, can't even upgrade any buildings. Man. I love this game a lot. It's really good. But if I could make one change, I would just make the meta grind just a little bit less. Which I understand. Of all the games to have a meta grind, like thematically, this one's clearly the strongest one. Like, makes the strongest argument to have it. Compared to something like, I don't know, like Dead Cells. It's pretty much just straight up bad. Yeah, okay. But you can't ever decide where the goblin camps go. They could go anywhere, so that's just the risk you take. If you can upgrade, the little orange circle turns to a green arrow. Oh, okay. Good to know. Meta progression is extreme, yeah. I feel like it should have been tuned down just a little bit. Okay. That's gonna be it, I guess. I think I like the warrior more than the rogue. I do like the rogue. I would love to see crit chance just hit 100% on rogue. It's like Warframe levels of meta. I don't know what that means. Well, I mean, I know what it implies and what it means, but I don't have any context for just how extreme that is. I just know that Warframe got so popular on my Discord once that I needed to make a separate channel separately just so people could talk about Warframe. It sounds nuts. Is Warframe free to play to start? I shouldn't go down this rabbit hole and even ask. I just know it's on Switch, and I like having Switch games to play in bed or whatever. Warframe has like 100 different plus 2% type progression systems. No thank you. It is free to play. Huh. Warframe is free, but not on your time. Yeah, and that's the thing. Money you can get refunded. You spend time on something, you'll never get that time back. Never get time refunded. Cool. Well, fun stream, y'all. I'm gonna go. I've got kind of a headache, plus I'm gonna eat some burgers soon, which I'm excited for. I might be back later tonight with some fights in tight spaces, or the Eternal Cylinder. I still have one more stream of that left to go as well. Yeah, thanks again. If you came from Mark's stream, thank you for coming on over during the raid earlier. Appreciate that a lot too. So lazy people with money will pay the real bucks money to those who like grinding, so they can skip it sometimes. Yeah, ugh. Gross. Warframe is literally entirely time sync. Very little actual gameplay. That I didn't realize. I thought it had a lot of gameplay. I'm probably going to keep the dyslexia fonts, by the way. Dyslexia-friendly fonts. Because as cool as the pixel fonts are, and I don't have a problem reading it, I'd rather the viewers be able to understand the equipment very clearly. So I'll keep the dyslexia-friendly fonts enabled. Okay, I'm leaving for real. Thanks for watching. If you're not already following the stream, definitely do. Because I would love to see you at the next one. We have a lot of cool things on the horizon, like the Binding of Isaac Repentance at the end of the month is probably the big one. And get this, I have a PS5, a PS Quintuple coming in the mail sometime in the next month. Thanks, Walmart. So there's a small chance that I'm going to stream Demon Souls. I think that might be fun. Maybe. Haven't decided yet, but I might. We shall see. Okay, for real. Heading out. Have a great night.